Countries with the highest GDP. Number 1. China. China has the highest gross domestic product, GDP, of any country in the world. In 2019, the size of the Chinese economy was estimated to be around $13.6 trillion US. This puts it far ahead of the second largest economy, the United States, which had a GDP of around $21.44 trillion US that year. China's economy is growing at a rapid rate, with the Chinese government committing to continued investment in infrastructure, education, healthcare and technology. In addition to its high GDP, China is also the world's largest exporter and second largest importer. This has allowed the country to become an economic powerhouse in the global economy, with a huge impact on the world's financial markets. Number 2. United States. The United States is the world's largest economy, with the highest gross domestic product, GDP, of any country. In 2019, the U.S. had a nominal GDP of $21.44 trillion, making it the world's richest economy. The United States is also the world's largest importer and exporter of goods, as well as the world's largest manufacturer and consumer of goods. The U.S. economy is highly diversified, with services such as finance and technology accounting for more than two-thirds of the GDP. Major industries such as agriculture, energy, and manufacturing also play a large role in the economy. The U.S. also has a large and vibrant labor force, with a highly educated workforce that has helped make the U.S. a leader in innovation. Number 3. Japan. Japan is the third largest economy in the world, with a nominal GDP of about $5.1 trillion US. It has experienced steady economic growth over the past several decades, partly due to its strong export industry and its large and technologically advanced manufacturing sector. The services sector is also a major contributor to the country's GDP, accounting for around 72% of total economic output. Japan's economy is heavily reliant on exports, particularly to other countries in the Asia-Pacific region, as well as the United States and Europe. The country is also a major investor in foreign markets, with a large portion of its total capital held overseas. Japan is home to some of the world's largest and most powerful companies, such as Toyota and Honda, which are integral to the nation's economic success. Number 4. Germany. Germany is one of the largest economies in the world, with its GDP estimated at over $3.6 trillion in 2020. Germany is the world's fourth largest exporter and importer of goods and services, and is home to some of the world's leading corporations and companies. Additionally, Germany has a wide range of industries such as automotive, manufacturing, financial services, energy, and technology. Germany's strong exports and its focus on innovation have resulted in a high level of productivity and a well-developed infrastructure. This has enabled the country to maintain a steady economic growth despite the economic downturn in 2020. Number 5. France. France is a key economic power in the world. It is the fifth largest economy in the world in terms of GDP, with a GDP of approximately $2.6 trillion US. France is a highly advanced and industrialized nation, with strong infrastructure and a skilled labor force. It is one of the world's top tourist destinations and a major exporter of goods and services, particularly in the areas of energy, aviation, technology, and finance. It is a major producer of wine, cheese, and agricultural products, and it is home to some of the most prestigious universities, museums, and galleries in Europe. Additionally, France is home to multiple large corporations such as Total, Airbus, Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance, Peugeot, and Carrefour. The French government places a lot of emphasis on innovation, research, and development and has invested heavily in its high-speed rail network and other infrastructure projects. Number 6. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, with a gross domestic product, GDP, of $2.83 trillion. This reflects the country's strong economy and diverse industries including finance, manufacturing, services, and science and technology. The UK is also among the most competitive economies in the world, ranking 9th on the Global Competitiveness Index in 2020. The country is a leader in the fields of finance, innovation, and creativity. London, the country's capital and largest city, is the largest financial center in the world and is home to many of the world's leading banks and financial institutions. The UK has a high standard of living, with its citizens enjoying some of the highest average incomes in the world. The country also has a strong educational system, with some of the world's leading universities and research institutions. The UK is also a major global trading partner, and is a member of the European Union, EU, and the World Trade Organization, WTO. Number 7. Italy. Italy is the world's 8th largest economy by nominal GDP and the 12th largest by GDP, PPP. In 2020, it was the world's 6th largest exporter and the 4th largest importer. The country is a founding member of the European Union and the Eurozone, and is a member of the G7, G20, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. The Italian economy is driven primarily by service sector industries and manufacturing. The country's main industries include tourism, fashion, automotive, aerospace, defense, engineering, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, electronics, food processing and textiles. Its main agricultural products are wine, fruits, vegetables, dairy products, olives, and olive oil. The government of Italy is committed to economic reforms and fiscal consolidation. These reforms are aimed at improving the efficiency and competitiveness of the Italian economy, reducing the public debt, and modernizing the country's infrastructure. In addition, the government has also sought to liberalize various sectors of the economy and to create new incentives for businesses. As a result, the Italian economy has grown steadily over the past decade, with GDP increasing by an average of 1.6% annually between 2010 and 2020. Number 8. Russia. Russia stands at the 4th spot in the list of countries with the highest GDP. The nation's economy has seen a significant boost in recent years because of its significant oil and gas reserves. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, in 2019, Russia's GDP, gross domestic product, was $1.7 trillion United States dollars. This is a result of the nation's rapidly growing energy sector, which accounts for almost a third of its GDP. Additionally, the manufacturing sector, financial services, telecommunications and other services also account for a significant portion of the GDP. Russia also has a large pool of natural resources such as coal, diamonds, timber, and metals, which contribute to its economic growth. The nation has also made significant investments in its agriculture and healthcare sectors, which have helped to boost its economic growth. In addition, Russia's labor force is one of the largest in the world, with over 10 million people working in the industry. Number 9. Brazil. Brazil is the 8th largest economy in the world, with a gross domestic product, GDP, of $2.2 trillion in 2019. Brazil is the largest economy in Latin America and one of the most important emerging markets in the world. Its economy is highly reliant on exports of commodities such as iron ore, oil, soybeans, beef, and sugarcane. Brazil has an expanding service sector and is the largest employer in the country. Manufacturing is an important contributor to the economy, with an emphasis placed on production of vehicles, ships, machinery, and chemicals. Brazil also has a vibrant tourism industry, which is growing rapidly. The government has implemented various reforms to improve the business climate, such as tax reforms, labor reforms, and measures to reduce bureaucracy. Despite a challenging economic environment, Brazil remains one of the most dynamic and vibrant economies in the world, and is expected to remain an important global player in the years to come. Number 10. India. India is the 5th largest economy in the world and the 3rd largest in terms of purchasing power parity, PPP. India is the fastest growing major economy in the world and is expected to continue on its growth trajectory in the near future. The country has the 2nd largest population in the world and the largest middle class. India is a major global hub for a range of industries, including IT and telecoms, pharmaceuticals, automotive, and energy. Additionally, India is a major exporter of agricultural and industrial goods, including textiles, chemicals, and machinery. India has a well-developed banking and financial system and is home to a number of leading global companies. India is investing heavily in infrastructure development, with a growing number of airports, metro systems, and other transportation networks. Additionally, the country is increasingly focusing on digital infrastructure and initiatives to create a more efficient and transparent economy. Thanks for watching this video about countries with the highest GDPs. If you want to learn more about the curiosities of the world, please subscribe to our channel and join us on our journey around the globe. See you next time.